What's up, guys? Big Clive 34 coming at you today with Cars and Clive, the antidote for your automotive hangover Alright, well, I'm sorry we skipped a couple weeks. Mostly every Monday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, bringing you all kinds of automotive news and opinions and stuff like that. I figured it'd be a good way to mix it up a little bit. Anyways, we're back. I'm taking all of your comments and reading them through and figuring out what topics to talk about next, so leave those below. This week, people have continuously been asking me, not only in Cars and Clive comments, but in like comments of everything, like how much does this stuff actually cost to do? When you buy a car that's the C6 Z06, it goes anywhere from like mid-30s up to like lower to mid-$40,000. How much does it cost to actually put it in the 9s? I haven't put my car in the 9s yet, but it's real close, and I know what it's going to take to get there, so I can kind of shed some light on that for you guys. Last thing before we get to that, we're sitting out here at the garage ready to pull the car out now. I'm going to give you guys a little cold start too, because those always sound cool. Last thing is Black Friday is coming up, so I'm going to be doing a sale on everything in the store. But I'm going to give you guys a code right now. So if you're watching this video, you get the early Black Friday code. A lot of stuff sells out. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at keeping up with stock stuff. So it might run out by the time the sale is publicized. A lot of sizes and stuff. I know that XL is like the most popular size, and those usually go first. So the code is going to be Black Friday. I'll put it across the bottom of the screen. So code Black Friday will get you 20% off of everything. And the stores come a long way, starting with the OG, you know, on the front, run your car, not your mouth, on the back, and all the way to what it has become today. It's wild. We have all different colors in there now. Just starting to stock the gray original shirts, and we have lady shirts, and we're going to do new decals and all kinds of stuff. So check it out, run over there. Even if you just want to see what's up, use that code if you want 20% off. Thank you guys for watching. So we're going to tell you now about how much this car cost in total. Alright guys, so my apologies if there's any wind noise or anything like that. We're kind of out here outside of the garage just getting this in real quick. But let's go inside of this car. So, first, under the hood. I kind of already did something similar to this, telling you what everything was done to it. But, I guess we'll go through the cost now. So, Veraram intake. Now, a lot of the Corvette guys will tell you that the Veraram intake is the best bang for your buck. I agree. That's why I got one. It's all the way at the front of the car, so I guess that's where we'll start. Personally, I paid 150 bucks for it, picked it up off of a friend, but if you wanted to head out and buy one of those, I think that they're like $400. Looked it up real quick on Amazon. It's kind of steep for a cold air intake, but they're supposed to make, and they do make, a huge difference on these cars, especially with the setup that I have with the heads cam deal. So the heads cam setup in this car can be had. I got it from the guys at Race Proven Motorsports, and it's a setup that has been proven. Obviously, the car went 10-1 as a personal best. It's been proven to work. So the heads and cam, they're AI heads, milled and ported, 280 cc's, I think is the package. With a custom spec cam from Race Proven Motorsports, that runs $5,000, I believe, for the whole setup installed and everything. When I got that done, I also got the Cook's long tubes, which you actually can see. It's the only thing really besides the intake that you can see that's different than stock on this car. I got those at the same time with the X-pipe, which cost me about $1,100. So that's about right. You can pick up a nice set of headers for these for about $1,000 with the X-pipe. That leads back to a Borla axle back, which I don't know, it's all right. I'm not a fan of it because I drive the car a lot. It gets really loud. I think I'm gonna switch it back to a stock axle back with a cutout, but I think those are also like $1,000. We'll just add that to the total right now, just for the sake of this video. Performance-wise, that's basically all that this car has. It's literally intake, heads cam, full exhaust, axle back. It made 580 on a stock clutch. So that kind of leads me to my next point. We're gonna talk about the clutch a little bit. So with the clutch, right here, this guy, with this steel braided line, we have our Tickmaster cylinder, and coming inside of the car we have McLeod RXT. That's just the pedal, that's not the clutch. So I don't know why I'm even putting the camera down there, but the clutch here is a McLeod RXT. It's pretty heavy feeling. A lot of people say it's stock feeling. I guess if you just put it in without the Tickmaster cylinder, it might feel stock, but to me, this is a heavy clutch. This is a lot heavier than stock. It can handle up to 1,000 horsepower. When all was said and done, let me pull out my handy dandy phone here. I showed you a little bit of the master cylinder up there. Tickmaster, a lot of people don't like those, a lot of people do. I've been beating the crap out of this car, drag racing it, and it's done wonders for me. So whatever you want to say, the car's been 10-1, which is a lot faster than anybody has expected to go. And I put that thing through some abuse, so I like it. I think that was, I don't want to misquote prices. I don't have the full receipt in front of me. I just kind of looked at the total, but I believe that was like $500. I'm ready to be shot if that's not the right price, but we'll just go with that. But that total with the clutch, the McLeod RXT twin disc from the guys over at Horsepower Addicts was $25.40. Kind of going along with the clutch, we have the shifter. You can see how notchy it is. MGW, like, they just make an insane product. Like, I've driven multiple cars with MGW shifters in them. This is just amazing to me. I messed my wrist up when I first started shifting this because I just went to jam it into gear, and the stock shifter, I don't know why I'm doing this. This is supposed to be me shifting. The stock shifter was such a long throw that I went to throw it and my wrist jammed because I was expecting it to have to go further, but it didn't have to go further. So there's that. I love this thing. This is probably, I love the heads and cam, but you can't really compare it to this, but I love this mod. MGW shifter all the way. That's a $360 shifter. I don't want to go back outside because it's cold, but I guess that the rest of the stuff is outside. So no more tripod, we're just going to free ball the rest of this. So we have Weld RTSs. These are basically like the basic white bitch Starbucks wheels of the Corvette world. I love them. I think they're great looking. I really, there's not really Dunkin' Donuts cup, really. There's not like a ton of selection for the Corvette wheels, for drag wheels. I mean, I guess there's not really like a whole ton of selection anyway, unless you want to go to a 15-inch wheel, which is like buku bucks expensive on these. I'm not spending $5,000 to do that when I can. I feel like they'll be able to cut a 1.3 or a 1. I've seen 1.2s on these wheels, or wheels and tires actually. Actually, I don't know if they were Hoosiers, but I've seen a 1.2 on a 17-inch wheel, so I really have no reason to go to a 15 other than looks. But for these wheels and tires, it wasn't these tires, it was M&H Race Masters, which were a little bit too tall for the car. I spent $1,700, so for the wheels and tires, you can realistically get them for around $2,000. $1,700 is like a steal, like out of the park grand slam kind of number for this setup. I came across someone who wanted to sell them. I had cash and the deal was done. And then for these tires, I guess we'll include those in the price too. They run right around $500. I think they're like a little bit more mounted and balanced and installed and out there kicking ass on the drag strip. So let's just run through this one more time before I get hypothermia and die. I'm gonna do all the pricing based on kind of like a retail price. Because I get good deals on stuff, I kind of wait and try and find a good deal. But that's not gonna always be immediately accessible out there, especially given like where you are and, you know, all kinds of different factors. So we're just gonna kind of go based on retail here. I already feel sick, can you hear me? So we have heads cam, $500 or $500. Yeah, I fucking wish. Heads cam, $5,000. Intake, cold air intake, $400, $5,400 plus the exhaust, $6,400, $6,500, and then the axle back is another grand, usually new, $7,500. I wouldn't recommend getting an axle back. It's way too loud. If you're gonna get one, maybe pick up a Corsa or something like that. I mean, Borla's not bad if you're just gonna drive the car a little bit, but we're up to $7,500. And then that's all that matters about that. Clutch and etc. Shifter. Would we say the clutch installed in the shifter puts us at like $10,400. Wheels and tires, these are a very essential part. Don't let it fool you. They look good, but they do work. Like, they're a very important part of getting this car as fast as it was. So we're gonna say, I mean, I paid $1,700. We'll just value them at $1,700, even though it's kind of hard to get them for that price. I mean, that'd be realistic for just wheels, but $1,700 plus $500 for the tires, which is $12,600. And I'm probably missing something, so go yell at me in the comments for that. But that's about it. So like about 12 grand-ish, you can get yourself a nice heads cam setup in addition to the 30 to 40 grand you spend on the car. In addition to being a badass driver like me, you will be able to go 9s almost. I went a 10-1, so that wasn't even a 9. But anyway, guys, I'm just out here having fun. Don't mind me. I'm gonna get out of here. So that's about it. 12 grand into the car, and it's almost a 9-second machine. Once I get an intake manifold on this, I'm pretty confident it will actually go at least a 999. It's kind of cold out here right now, so I might try and run this weekend. We'll see. I'm just tossing all kinds of ideas out there. So yeah, for $13,000 into this kind of car, I feel like you could have a 9-second car, and I'm already ready for all the keyboard warriors who are gonna tell me I could have a $13,000 total Fox body that will go 9s. I know that. Thank you for the keen insight. You are like the stone that holds together the foundation of all of YouTube. Thank you for letting me know that I could have a $13,000 Fox body to go 9s. Anyway, I'm done being a dick. I'm out of here. It's Big Clyde 34, Black Friday over in our store, bigclyde34.com. We'll get you 20% off. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.